What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next Patreon War recap video. For those of you that don't know, there is a Patreon War clan, which is basically my patrons from the patron page down the link in the description there. You can go to it and check it out. And if you're a patron, period, doesn't matter what level you're at, you are eligible to be in these type of wars and war with these guys and with myself because I was in this war as well. And every once in a while, I come over and do a war with them, and they are killing it. I mean, seriously, like these guys win, like they're beasts. You're gonna see the attacks. So if I'm interested in that, check it out. We're not even going to go through their attacks because they didn't even use most of them. But on our side, awesome job. You see all the top bases 2-starred or 3-starred. And as you go down, there's one right there, but 85% 1-star. How can you grab about that? A couple of Town Hall 9 slip through. Look at this, 99, 98. I mean, just so close to being all the Town Hall 9s 3-starred, but just, that reduced time, people are still getting used to it, still adjusting their queen walks, things like that. So just not quite. But some great attacks for you here. The first one we're going to look at is from Taladar, taking on their number 7 and doing it with a beautiful Govaho. Not that you just based in the world for sure, almost fully maxed out, not quite on the walls, and not quite on the heroes, but very, very close. So nice job here on Paladar on a very high level base. Drops the golems down, drops the wizards down, creates the funnel, wall breakers in, and then here come the redheads that are going to come through and do absolute work inside this base. Drops the rage spell for them and the heal for them, and just lets them beat through the wall. It doesn't even worry really about wall breakers or anything or jump spells. Just knows those Valks are going to spin through really quickly. Lava Hound in the CC sticks on them. The Queen hangs back, which is perfect. And then from there, just sending in hogs on all of these outside defenses you see coming from all different angles, dropping those down. The Valks still in the core doing their job. Giant bombs getting triggered. Everything looking pretty good. Spread his hogs maybe just a little bit thin, but does have enough to get through. And even here with no heal spells, I mean, all these defenses that are left, they all are going to get taken down. The Queen finally explodes, and the Wizards explode that Lava Hound, and she's sort of away from the pups there, so not quite getting all those down, but he drops the poison spells, gets most of them. And we'll fast forward here because a minute left, and he's just going to have to walk around the end of this way. He's out of hogs, but the Queen can walk around. She can reach pretty much everything, has the Queen's ability, pops it there, takes out that last defense, and then from there, it's just cleanup. A lot of traveling, but not that big a deal. Gets the 3-star, and he had a 6-star war. I think he actually 3-starred both of their top Town Hall 9, so good job to Taladar there. All right, we're going to drop down a little bit here. Number 14, Arno, doing it with a Govalo, using the Valk still, but throwing those balloons in the mix, which I love to see because this guy has a pretty big core, so if he can get those Valks in there, he's going to be looking pretty good. So what does he do? He quakes in, opens up that compartment. Good angle to come from because you're going to get the Queen, you're going to get the King. He's going to get all of those defenses taken care of and an air defense on the way in. So while he's making his journey to that core, you're going to pick up all those high-value targets, and from there, take out 3 of the 4 air defenses. Once that's done, clearly he's got that Lava Hound, he's got his troops he can send in from the backside, and get the 3-star. So here come the golems, the wizards, the king is down. Has to go about that king's ability, used it just to tank everything up and take that queen out. You see she jumped right over the wall there. So just a king swap there, so that was good. Dropped in the wall breakers and the Valks, and once that wall opens up and those wall breakers do their job, the Valks go right in. There's the CC troop Valks. His Valks all going in. All the redheads going in here at this point. The Queen backing everything up. The CC troops come out. It drops the poison for him. Does have a bowler in there, which went down extremely quickly. I don't think that's really a good defensive troop. But they get into the core here. Once they get into that core, he had the heal down, drops another heal for him. There's a lot of damage coming their way. Look how much they're tanking for. Actually tanking for pretty much everything on the outside. They're all firing in. But they take out those 2 air defenses in the core. From there, he's in good shape. Drops the Lava Hound down, drops the balloons, and that is a wrap. The balloons are going to start taking out all these outside defenses. You'll see he hastes those up a little bit, lets them move just a little bit quicker, and from there, he's looking good. We'll fast forward because it's just a matter of time now, taking out those last few defenses. That Wizard Tower does do quite a bit of damage onto that group of balloons, but he has 1 balloon for the back. The mortar is the only thing left, and obviously they can't hurt those balloons, so they're going to come over, finish it off, and the Queen, the archers, the pups that are left, the balloons, they're all going to get the cleanup and get the 3-star. So beautiful job to Arno. All right. Moving down just 1 spot here, max power, taking out number 15 with a Penta La Lune. So that's a pretty cool attack. And literally, this is like old school Penta. He doesn't take out an air defense. He doesn't take out the CC troops. He doesn't take out the Queen. He just sends them in and gets the job done. So you're going to see here in just a moment. He's getting himself set up, and he's just right at 2 minutes. So a very quick attack once it gets going here. He hasn't even deployed his first troop yet. Here in just a moment, right there, rages it up. Here they come, 1, 2, 3, 4. He drops all 4 of his own lava hounds in there. More balloons right behind them, just swarming this thing. I mean, absolutely swarm this attack. There you see the lava hound starting to go off, and he's dropping that poison down on that queen. He's making sure it's going to slow her damage down and maybe let those pups get a little bit more damage onto her. You see just a few more shots from that pup, and boom, she's gone. So queen goes down, keeping those balloons and those lava hounds raged and moving through the base as quickly as possible. And there's that last lava hound coming out of the CC. Has all his balloons on the board now, just spells and heroes. You see, drops the king and queen up there, keeps those balloons raged up, and now has just the haste spell left. He's going to drop that. I think he swags the haste spell because their balloons are on top of that air defense. Yep, they get it done. A few of them split here to go to the cannon and the mortar, unfortunately, instead of that archer tower, which is the only threat really left, but still not much of a threat when they've got that many balloons left. Look how many there are. A lava hound still left. Pups are up. King and queen are still up. Just stuff everywhere. Absolutely smokes that base. Excellent job to max power. As soon as he gets that 3-star right there, we will get on to the next one here. Dropping down a couple of spots. Looking at, all right, Iraj, something like that. I'm doing my best here. Hopefully I pronounced that close to right. Didn't butcher it too badly. He's going to do a Govaho with, and I like this one because it's low-level king and queen. Look at that. He's got 13 heroes going up against basically, let's see, a max defense Town Hall 9 with 18 heroes and all Lega and a few lava walls. So pretty high level base, especially for biting off what he's got here with his heroes. He comes in with the Valks, the Golems, the King and Queen, everything coming right to this large compartment where the Queen's at, takes her out, drops the poison down for the CC troops, the Rage, the heal, keeping those Valks moving forward. And then from there, it is hogging time. Comes in with hogs on the right side, keeps them pretty close together, which I think is a good move here. Because when he drops this heal, he's going to have coverage over all the hogs he's got on the board for the most part. So right there, drops that down, all of them sort of congregating back up. The last few hogs he had, he sent in with them, and then the CC hogs. He had some CC hogs here, which I think is a good move. Get those max hogs there. They're going to run their way through this base and do tons and tons of damage, even without a heal. They're so tanky. I mean, just that, it's not a whole lot of HP, but it is. It's a lot of HP. Look how tanky those hogs are. They just go through. They don't worry about having a heal spell on these Town Hall 9 defenses. They just take it out. So I still recommend, for the most part, people bring those max hogs instead of those max golems. I really think you're probably going to see a lot better results out of that. I'm not saying that it's like a huge mistake to bring that max golem, because obviously that is a powerful troop, but man, those max hogs are beast. All right, let's check out a few Town Hall 8 attacks, because this is a good opportunity for me to grab some of those. And we got Champ going in on their 33. Love this one because people have been asking lately about having trouble with, in fact, I think the person in the stream today was asking about having trouble with CC troops. Now that the poison spell changes and the time reduction, and they're like, man, I'm running out of time, or I'm having trouble with CC troops. People have already forgotten back in the day, the Elite 8 series. If you are struggling with CC troops, go back and watch it. But here's a refresher course. Champ coming in, you bring those barbs, you bring the wizards, and you slowly, look how he's dropping a barb, dropping a barb, dropping a barb. That distracts the balloons or dragon, whatever's in that CC. It's going to be distracted because it's going to run forward and take that aggro while the wizards stand back and take out the defensive CC troops. So that's how you do it. But again, go back and watch those Elite 8 videos poison spell update. You're going to see exactly, those guys were pros at it. So if you're struggling with that, go check that out. But there's a little bit of a tidbit of how you do it. From there, Golems, Wizards, creates the funnel, Wall Breakers. He has the Quakes to open up that core, and then everything going right in, heals them up. No problem there. Those Valks are just going to absolutely decimate that core. The King's helping out, and then start sprinkling in the hogs around the outside. This is kind of meta right now for Town Hall 8. You're going to see a whole lot of this, especially against decent bases that are not just, cookie cutter. it works really, really well. The Valks are strong. The Hogs are obviously always strong. If you just learn how to take out the CC troops, learn how to how to deploy your Hogs, where to drop your heal spells, you're gonna be in good shape. So that's exactly what happens with Champ here. We're gonna fast forward as these last few defenses go down. They turn around, take out those skeletons, and from there, just clean up for the 3-star. So nicely done, bro. All right, one more for you guys, and we will be done with this one and on to the next Patreon war. Not sure when we'll do the next one, but these guys war constantly. So if you're looking for a clan and you want to be in someone that you know is like studying the attacks, doing what we do here on the channel, this is the clan for you. They war all the time. I come over occasionally, do a war, do a recap, just to hang out with my supporters and have a good time. This one I love because it's Go Valo. How often do we get to see that at Town Hall 8? Not that often. But right here, Who Killed JFK doing it and doing it nicely, dropping down those wizards, going and getting them down quickly because they're out of range of everything, then dropping the golems down, letting them move their way forward. As they clear the trash, he's going to drop these wall breakers in. He's going to get into that core. Then the Valks, everything's going to start moving in. The king. And as you can see, he can get right to all 3 defenses in that huge compartment in the middle. They're all clumped up. The golems, the Valks, they're all going to do their thing there. The dragon coming out of the CC, but he has the poison. That's going to just, if you have the poison spell, that's obviously going to make it much easier because it's going to slow down the damage. It's going to do damage to them. You see that one wizard on that dragon plus the poison spell. It's pretty much going to get the job done. But the Valks, the golems moving forward to those air defenses and already getting those balloons down. You know what I want to say? I would have loved to see those balloons about 5 seconds earlier. You see all of the defenses on the outside that are distracted right now. And on the right side, you see the distraction is falling off, and they're starting to take some damage. He would have had all that a little bit quicker, but hey, it's nitpicking, and it's a very, very good attack. We'll fast forward a little bit here as they move across the base. Only one real threat left for these balloons besides all those traps that are spawning, and that's that Archer Tower. But they get to it, take it out, and that is that. Quite a bit of cleanup to do, but he's got the troops to get it done. The balloons are helping out a little bit. The wizards are the main cleanup troop, and they're getting the job done. Plus the king, he's not a bad cleanup troop on the outside either. Last few storages here, and that is that. All right, there you go, guys. Again, for more information, check the link in the description. Awesome job to all my patrons. I love my patrons. They are my supporters. They are my hardcore fans, and they are obviously beast attackers. I mean, look at this. Just so many 3-stars, so many great attacks. I wish I could show them all, but we are out of time. Until next time, Jake from OneHive doing my best to help you guys suck less.